Ever get that feeling like you just got to know more about something?
Oh, yeah, all the time.
Well, today we dive deep into something that might have crossed your mind. Overcoming trauma. And stick with us because we're focusing on a story
Okay.
of resilience and healing.
Awesome.
I think you'll find it fascinating.
Oh.
You might be here because you're dealing with this yourself.
Yeah.
Or maybe you know someone who is. Maybe you're just curious.
Sure.
Either way, we're looking at a podcast episode
Okay.
that tells the story of Carlos,
Got it.
a 19-year-old who went through something that most of us hopefully will never experience.
Right.
A serious car accident.
Oh, wow.
And he walked away
Okay.
without a scratch.
That's good.
But the emotional impact was
Yeah.
huge.
Of course.
That's a really important thing to remember.
I think so, too.
Trauma.
Yeah.
It's not just about physical injuries.
Right.
It's about the psychological and emotional scars that can stick around
For sure.
long after the actual event is over.
Absolutely.
And that's what really stuck with me about Carlos's story.
Okay.
The episode talks about how his grades totally tanked.
Oh, no.
He started isolating himself from his friends. It's heartbreaking.
Yeah, it is.
But sadly, it's also pretty common.
It is.
This is all really classic signs of post-traumatic stress disorder, PTSD.
Exactly.
Like the mind and the body are just stuck on high alert.
Right.
Constantly replaying the trauma.
It makes sense, though.
And affecting everything.
I know.
Sleep, relationships, everything.
That's rough.
Makes total sense, though, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Right. But here's where things start to look up.
Okay, good.
Carlos decided seek help.
Great.
Went to a doctor. And thankfully, he got referred to a therapist who specializes in trauma.
Oh, good.
I think this is a really important takeaway.
For sure.
You know, it's okay to seek help.
Yeah, absolutely.
You don't have to go through this alone.
Nope.
Couldn't agree more.
It's so important. Yeah.
It's great that he was referred to a specialist.
Right.
Trauma therapy isn't one size fits all.
Definitely not.
You really need an expert who gets it.
Yeah.
Understands the nuances of PTSD.
For sure.
And the best ways
Yeah.
to approach treatment.
Absolutely.
It can make a huge difference.
In Carlos's case, the therapy was something called EMDR.
EMDR.
Which stands for
Eye movement.
Eye movement desensitization and reprocessing.
Okay.
Gotta admit.
What's that?
I wasn't really familiar with this before doing this deep dive.
That's fair.
It's becoming more well known.
It is.
And for good reason.
It's a really powerful type of psychotherapy that helps people process traumatic memories, but in a safe and structured environment. So how does it actually work?
So one of the core parts of EMDR is bilateral stimulation. This can be eye movements, but also tapping.
Interesting.
Or sounds that alternate between the left and right sides of the body. And the really interesting thing is this bilateral stimulation seems to help the brain reprocess those traumatic memories.
Interesting.
And reduce their emotional intensity and the distress they cause.
Yeah, wow.
Almost sounds too good to be true.
It does.
Did Carlos have any doubts about trying it?
Totally.
Understandable, though.
Oh, for sure.
I mean, if you told me to just move my eyes back and forth
to
deal with a traumatic memory, I'd probably be a little skeptical.
I would, too.
But it sounds like he had amazing results.
He did.
Fewer flashbacks. Reduced anxiety.
Yeah.
EMDR really helped him regain control over his life.
That's amazing.
And this isn't just some random success story.
Right.
The British Psychological Society actually endorses EMDR as one of the most effective treatments for PTSD.
Really?
Yeah, there's a ton of research supporting how effective it is.
Yeah, that's really reassuring.
It is.
You know what really struck me, though?
What's that?
The episode talks about how trauma doesn't just affect people who are physically injured. And Carlos is a perfect example of why that's just wrong.
He is.
Emotional trauma is real.
Absolutely.
And it deserves just as much attention and care as any physical injury.
For sure.
Think about it.
Okay.
A near-death experience.
Right.
The sudden loss of someone you love. Witnessing violence.
Yeah.
those things can all leave
for sure
lasting wounds.
They do.
Even if there's no visible scar.
That's true.
And that's why this deep dive is so important.
I agree.
Understanding the impact of trauma, recognizing the signs, knowing that there's help out there.
Exactly.
Carlos's journey shows us
what's that?
That healing is possible.
It is.
Even after the most difficult experiences.
Yeah.
There's hope, and there are effective treatments out there.
For sure.
Such a powerful message.
I think so.
As we wrap up here.
Yeah.
I'm wondering.
About?
So Carlos's story focused on EMDR for trauma. But could this therapy, or even just the ideas behind it, be adapted for other types of emotional challenges?
Interesting question.
Something to think about.
Yeah, it is.
Thanks for joining us for this deep dive.
Of course.
I don't know about you.
Yeah.
But I'm walking away feeling informed.
And honestly, kind of inspired.
That's great.
So.
Yeah.
See you next time.
Sounds good.